During today's lesson, we're going to look at meditating while standing. And then in the next one, we're going to be looking at bringing mindfulness into movement or transitions. What I'll start out with is reading a bit from the Buddha in the Satipatthana Sutta. Now, straight after the mindfulness of breathing section, and this is how important it is, the Buddha says this. He says, furthermore, when walking, the meditator knows I am walking. When standing, they know I am standing. When sitting, they know I am sitting. When lying down, they know I am lying down. Or however their body is placed, they know this is how it is. Usually what's extracted from here is walking meditation. And walking meditation is very important. We can use walking meditation to increase mindfulness. We can use it to settle and balance energy. And when used with seated meditation, it's very powerful. But I think it's missing the point if we believe this is just talking about walking meditation. The most important part is actually the end statement. Or however their body is placed, they know this is how it is. So however your body is placed, that means all postures. And that also means everything in between. Not just the main physical postures, lying, sitting, standing, walking, but also the transitions in those postures. Every part of the transition is an individual posture. And if we really want to develop mindfulness meditation, we have to understand this and start to bring this into our practice. So that's what we're going to look at today. The first one we're going to start out with is standing meditation, or how to stand in meditation. And this is why the camera is so far away today in recording. Okay, so I'm going to start off by standing. You're welcome to join in, or if you want to, you can just sit back and just enjoy the show. It's up to you. Okay, the first thing to understand when you're practicing standing meditation is balance. You need to find balance in your body. Yeah, it's all about balance. If you don't have balance in your body, your muscles will tighten, you won't be able to relax, and you won't be able to do it for very long. First thing, feet parallel. That means straight, like you've got two skis. Relaxing at your knees, relaxing at your hips. So it just means like this, like you're folding your body, just like that. See that? Just slightly. Yeah, like a monkey. Good. Okay, shoulders forward, back, arms hanging loosely by your side, so they're just hanging. Tuck your chin under lightly, crown of the head towards the ceiling, just like in sitting meditation. Now, what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to just stretch up and now relax down. Close your eyes. Now just find that balance. Feel your feet against the floor. Bring your weight a little bit forward, a little bit back, a little bit left, a little bit right. Finding that balance in your body. You can have your arms just hanging loose or holding one hand in the other in front of you. Allow your balance to go straight down. Feel the heaviness come to your body. As you relax, release the tension in your legs, your feet, your body, drawing down into the earth. And then you start to tune into the movement of breathing in your body as it happens naturally. Feel how it lifts you up like a balloon as it comes in. And as it deflates and lowers you down again, you can feel this change in heaviness with the breathing. Notice how aware you become of your body. Your only task is to relax. And you can open your eyes. So can you feel how heavy your body becomes? Can you feel that when your breath comes in, you kind of lift up a bit? It goes out, you relax. Only start out for a short time, but we're going to see what effect this has on our seated practice. So our next stage is to transition into seated practice from standing. And when you do this, you keep this full awareness of your body. We're going to sit down soon. I'd like you to notice the desire to sit. Watch how there's a pull in your mind, like towards the chocolate. You notice it? Your mind has created an intention. Now follow that, but do so slowly and mindfully, just adjusting yourself. Being very aware of lowering down, touching the floor. Holding full awareness of the movement. Adjusting your posture. Feeling the hands touching. Again, adjusting your body. Allow your eyelids to become heavy. Awareness back in your body. Notice how quickly you become aware of the breathing now. Again, when the breath comes in, your body lifts like a balloon. And as the breath goes out, it deflates, relaxes. And then you enter into the mindfulness of breathing as normal. And then when it's time for your meditation to end, you open your eyes, be aware of seeing. Open up to sounds, the feeling of the room around you. Feel the desire to stand up and then gradually follow that desire. Stand balanced. And then you could go into walking meditation if you like. Or you could just go off into your daily life and just hold awareness of that movement, just like that. So what we're doing, like we were discussing earlier, we're creating an intention around maintaining that mindfulness. What we want to do is we want to train this so it transfers from seated practice into daily life. Daily life is where the real meditation is. It's not on the cushion. We can build a lot of concentration building here, but real meditation is interacting with other people, your relationship with yourself, your relationship with your life. And being able to carry this mindfulness through into everything, because there's no reason you shouldn't be able to. Meditation is a posture of your mind, not of your body. If you can create your posture of mind here, sitting down, then you can create your posture of mind here, standing up, walking, doing whatever you do. Going for a swim, doesn't matter. You can just be fully present with it. Okay, you can sit down mindfully. So we can see. So I'd just like to ask you a question. We did a mindfulness of breathing earlier. We just did a short period of standing, just mindfulness of standing. It's hard to wander off when you're standing like that, isn't it? Because if you do, you'll probably fall over. Yeah. And then we mindfully changed postures and went into our sitting posture. Could you notice an acceleration in your seated practice because you were doing the standing and the mindfulness of movement before that?
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
You notice the settling period is less.
The breath was just so easy.
It's so there, it's just there. Yeah. Isn't that interesting? So if when you say you do if you do a daily practice or whenever you do it, your meditation practice, if you just spend 5 minutes just standing and then mindfully moving into the posture, you'll get much more benefit out of your seated practice than if you sit down and go for a period of trying to establish mindfulness, etc. And we can also do walking meditation with that. What I do is at some stage, say in the morning, I wake up and I create the intention I'm going to go and sit in meditation. And so as soon as that first awareness comes on waking, I take some deep, slow diaphragmatic breaths, wake myself up, get up, go to the bathroom, have a glass of water, then come up and sit in meditation. But that whole process from waking up in the morning to breathing, to going to the toilet, to getting the glass of water, to coming up to the meditation hall, to sitting down, arranging and closing the eyes, I am already meditating. Yeah? The meditation doesn't begin when the eyes close. The meditation begins when the intention to meditate is created. So the previous weeks we've been learning how to create intention and how to bring that intention into our meditation practice. We've learned lots of different skills, but where it really has to come is into our daily life. And where it really has to come is in recognizing how our mind habitually creates intentions that aren't necessarily for ours or other people's welfare or the planet's welfare. And how we are cultivating in our meditation practice the strength of mind, ability to actually create intention, to drive the momentum of our life in a direction that we want it to go, not in the direction that our habitual mind is making it go. Because a lot of these habits that we've developed They've actually come out of fear within our life. They're protection mechanisms. And if we allow them to go, they will strengthen themselves and they will govern our life. They'll govern how it unfolds. So this is how it's so important. So I'm just going to finish up the next part of what I call the mindfulness and posture section in the Satipatthana Sutta. Remember, this is straight after seated meditation. It's so important, but it doesn't get the same focus. It really doesn't. Furthermore, when going forward or returning, they know they are fully aware. When looking toward or looking away, they're fully aware. When bending and extending their limbs, when carrying their clothing and possessions. So the Buddha and his monks and nuns would pick up all their possessions with them when they went into town. Everything they owned, they would carry. Their begging bowl, their robes. Yeah, that's it. And so when they walked into town, if they wanted to keep on going, they would. And so to the Buddha, this was the ultimate freedom, not bound to property and place and work and being able to go wherever you want to. We would call them beggars, but he would call it total freedom. Yeah, because we're so bound, aren't we? We're stuck. We can't go where we want to go. Totally stuck. Are you thinking of taking the robes now, Corey? We've got a set in the cupboard just here. No, not today. Not your colour.
You got blue?
There might be a tradition with blue. Anyway, yeah, they were brown because they used to and still did up to recently. I think most of them are manufactured dyes now. It's a dye colour comes from grinding a root. It's from a tree root. So that's where that colour, and it's not attractive.
No.
It's not meant to be attractive. When eating, drinking, chewing and savouring, they do so with full awareness. When urinating and defecating, they do so with full awareness. When walking, standing, sitting, falling asleep, waking up, talking or remaining silent, they do so with full awareness. In other words, everything. Now let's look at the key word here. So that's in everything. There is nothing. So it's not just about seated practice. Seated practice is just like little tiny sliver of what the Buddha taught. Very tiny. Yeah. It's only in the Satipatthana Sutta, it's just like in this little book, it's like 3.5 pages. Not even a full half page. Yeah. So it's really important to understand this. Now, what's the key word here that appears? Yeah, it's about the awareness. Notice it's always when walking, they know. Standing, they know. Going to the toilet, they know. Remaining silent, they know. Yeah, and so on. It's the knowing that's important. In the sitting practice, it's always when the breath comes in, they know. The knowing points towards clear comprehension or clearly comprehending what's going on. I clearly understand this is what's happening now. I clearly comprehend, I clearly understand this is how I'm relating towards what's happening now. Yeah, it's that clear comprehension that you're cultivating. That's why you do seated practice. To cultivate that clear comprehension so it becomes part of your life, so you can self-observe in life, so you get to know yourself probably better than what you want to. Really, really, really well. Yeah? Seated practice can be challenging in retreat situation because it's painful. But what's more challenging is relationships with ourselves and others in everyday life. Yeah? That's where the real clear comprehension is needed. That's where we act skillfully, unskillfully. At that point there. Fantastic. So give this a go. Yeah? So meditations for standing meditation is MIDL mindfulness training number 15, yeah, and mindfully changing postures is number 16, yeah. And also, if you don't feel like a guided meditation, you don't have to have one. There you go. So what you can do is you can just practice a bit of standing meditation or mindful movement before you sit in your practice, yeah, before you sit down to meditate, and just see the difference it makes. And when you leave your meditation, when you get up from your meditation, see how long you can actually hold that clear comprehension before you forget it. Yeah, wonderful. Thanks so much, everyone, for coming. Take care and have a wonderful week, and goodbye. Thank you.